Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Charles with another episode of Charles Snyder Raw. It's unscripted, unfiltered, and for the most part, it's pretty much unedited as well. Just thoughts and ideas and what's going on behind the scenes in my life, in business, in marketing, all that fun stuff. So let's get right into it. Today is Training Tuesday. And one of the questions that I got, it was maybe about a week ago or a little over a week ago. I was talking to some folks in a mastermind session. It's kind of an impromptu thing where we just kind of got together and started talking about our businesses, uh, current state of affairs with, Facebook and their changes and some other things coming up with Google and YouTube and Instagram, just kind of talking about what's going on. And one of the things that kind of came up was, of course, they talked about the fact that I've been doing these videos daily and just kind of, turn the camera on and whatever comes out, comes out. I mean, at least I have a sort of an idea when I come into these, and that's about it. I mean, they're the videos are kind of basic. They're not real great. I mean, but it's just, I'm talking about whatever's on my mind at that time. And if you're interested, great. um, There's not a whole lot of prep goes into these. I just, try and think about something that may be useful and try and talk about that golden nugget. So, without rambling on too much more, the concept is that some of the folks, or maybe all of them, I'm not sure, but at least some of them voiced some, uh, not concern, but like dismay or, kind of questioning or wonderment of how, you could possibly do something like what I'm doing now. Well, like I said, the thing is I just kind of come into this with a concept. I don't write a script. I'm not spending a whole lot of time editing. I, chop the extra time off at the beginning, at the end. And if I hack up like a lung wafer or something in the middle of it, I cut that out because that's just, you know, you don't need to see that. But anyway, I emphasize to them, and I want to just kind of talk about it now, that I didn't just get to this point. I don't just turn on the camera and just start and something good falls out. I've been practicing doing this kind of thing for many years, and it goes back to number one, joining Toastmasters. I was in Toastmasters for not quite 2 years. Didn't get real far with it, but I did practice public speaking, impromptu speaking, going into it with just like a single concept and then trying to develop that into a speech. So where I'm at right now didn't just happen. And this was 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I was in Toastmasters. Plus, I had been doing some public speaking at the time. I authored, several books. I had two or three of them published at that point, and I was going around to a lot of different, uh, you know, local, regional, and national level conferences, speaking to fairly large groups of DJs at the time. So that's part of the reason why I got into Toastmasters. Plus, my business coach, my mentor at the time, she highly recommended it because she was in Toastmasters and she does some public speaking that. So I followed suit. Number one, I guess the golden nugget for today is even when you seem to have your seem to have your shit together. I still had a business coach, even though I had, my third book got published. I was speaking at national conventions and stuff. I still had a business coach, and the thing she recommended was going to Toastmasters and practice public speaking. So that's the second golden nugget. Have a coach, practice public speaking. Toastmasters is really good for that. If you're not comfortable just talking to a camera or talking to a group of people, it helps with sales, being able to speak clearly and concisely when you do it, when the pressure's on or when the pressure's off, whichever the case may be. But anyway, have a coach, do Toastmasters. Just my thoughts for today. Like I said, it's Training Tuesdays. I'm actually kind of behind the ball here a little bit for time. I got about 12 minutes to get my ass on first call. So I'm going to get out of here. Have yourself a great Tuesday, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Love, peace, and chicken grease.